My dear student, good evening. Today I will discuss about the reclamation and management of waterlogged flooded soil. This is one of the part of the problematic soils and their management under your SS 311. So I will cover the whole topic in different outline, such as objective, introduction, definition of waterlogged flooded soils, kind of waterlogged soils, estimation of waterlogged soils, causes of the formation of waterlogged soil, classification of wetland, different constants of waterlogged soil, management of waterlogged soil, conclusion, learning outcome, and after that I will give some references for your study. The objective of this lecture is to introduce the students about reclamation and management of waterlogged flooded soil. As per the introduction, the term waterlogged refers to a condition of short or long-term water stagnation caused by due to changes in hydrology regime, landscape development activities, silting and riverbeds. Repeated flooding is another cause of waterlogging in coastal and flood-prone area of major rivers. This process leading to the flooding are being due to increased sedimentation and reduced capacity of drainage system. Increasing short or long-term flooding water logging over the year is contributed largely to the deforestation in catchment area, destruction of surface vegetation, changes in land use, and increase urbanization and other development activities. Now, as per National Commission on Agriculture Survey 1976, total area of waterlogged soil in India is about 6 million hectares. Besides this, flood is also occurring in Indo-Gangetic plains, in coastal belts area due to high rainfall and during high tide, including storms. Now I will define what is waterlogging and flooded soil. In simple term, waterlogging is the saturation of water on upper surface of the water. This is a very simple definition. Now the waterlogging is wetland soils. It can be defined as soils whose development and properties are strongly influenced by temperature or permanent saturation in the upper part of the soils. The water logging of subsurface horizon being about reducing condition temporarily in physical and also affect the physical and chemical changes in soil. This flooded soil are a condition in which an area of soil so over saturated with water, often due to natural occurrence with intended purpose for agriculture regions in dry or coastal area, overflow of water and submergence of area is called flooding. Now, types of the water logging. First is a river line flood water logging. In the rainy season, flood may be come to the nearby land from the river having excess flood water. Second is oceanic flood water logging. Ocean water spread in the nearby land and causes water logging. Third is seasonal water logging. runoff water accumulate in the lowland and depression in the rainy season. And next is perennial waterlogging. Deep water swamp etc. get rainwater, runoff water and seepage water from canal causes perennial waterlogging in nearby the canal area. Subsoil waterlogging, high water table in the rainy season is normally unsuitable for root growth. Now the estimate of waterlogged soils in India. There are so many surveys done by the agriculture agency and personal agencies. First survey it is done in India by the Agriculture Commission 1972. He estimated that waterlogged soil area is 4.75 million hectare. However, National Commission on Agriculture 1976 estimated 6 million hectare waterlogged soil in India. And this Ministry of Agriculture 1984-85 estimated 8.53 million hectare this waterlogged soil in India. And this working group of Ministry of Water Resources this estimated 2.46 million hectare waterlogged soil. And NT Singh 1994 he reported 4.50 million hectare waterlogged soil in India. And this 6 IP Abroad 1994 supported 16 million hectare of waterlogged in India. And after that NT Singh and AK Singh he reported 3.95. This estimation I have taken from the Bandyopadhyay AK and one is also J. Sehgal 1996 he reported 5.20 million hectare. Now, what is the causes of waterlogging? This first is transmission losses from main and branch canal and distribution. Mostly it is the problem in the canal area, and where there is a canal, so there is a chances of seepage of the water from the canal, and after that the seepage of water come down in the lower depression and deposit on the farmer's land and make it waterlogging. Second, faulty on farm management. If you are not adopting the proper practices of water management, or you are not utilizing judiciously water for irrigation, then it also creates the waterlogged condition in the soil. Now, lack of natural drainage. Mostly in some places there is no any natural drainage, due to which the water cannot run off from any sources. Then there is a causes of the water pollution. Now, unwheel in the river bed of drainage channels. If there is a bed or wet channels near the flooded area, there is also chances of water this logging. Indiscriminate cultivation of bed of drainage due to mostly the farm is cultivated and there is no facility of drainage to drain the runoff of water. So there is a big problem of the water logging in the soil. And discharge of surplus canal were into channels with inadequate capacity or in fine this basins lacking drainage outlet. Now, non-utilization of groundwater. If groundwater is on the upper side near the water table, then what happened? The water entrance is very difficulty done by the natural resources. So there is a chances of the water pollution, this water logging. Now, in addition of this discharge of the supply canal water into these channels with inadequate capacity or in land basin lacking, it is also one of the major cause for the water logging. And in addition to coastal area during cyclone storms or tidal effect. So we can this wetland, waterlong, and this flood swell are synonymous to each other. Mostly, you can classify this wetland swell or waterlogged swell into four category. Class 1, not wet above depth of 400 centimeter. Class 2, not wet above a depth of 100 centimeter. Class 3, not wet above depth of 50 centimeter. Class 4, not wet above depth of 25 meter. The deep water rise comes under the class 1. Rest of the this water is in this temporary water stagnation category, and class 1 is in the deep water rise category. So in class 3, class 2, class 1, if you are going to rise, submergence rise, they can survive up to 10 to 50 days in the water. Now it is a classification of wetland soils done on the basis of the duration also. Moreover, the duration of the wetland is also taken into consideration. Class A, wet less than 1/12 of time. Class B, wet less than 1/20 to 1/4 of the time. Class C, wet less than 1/4 to 1/2 of the time. Class D, wet more than 1/2 of the time. Now, constant associated with excess waterlog, there is a lot of constant in this waterlogged soil. I will discuss one by one. One is a reduction of gaseous exchange. Waterlogging causes drastic curtailment of the gaseous exchange between soil and air, resulting loss of oxygen from the soils and enrichment with carbon dioxide, methane gas, and hydrogen oxide and nitrogen. Second is drop in redox potential. Submergence of soil brings sharp drop in reduction and potential, adversely affecting that ability of some of the nutrients which lead to the formation of some toxic substances which indirectly affect the absorption and assimilation of the plant nutrition. Soil pH, there are reversible pH changes in the flooded and soil pH tends to increase in acid soils and decrease in alkali soils. Electrical conductivity, water logging increases the EC of a soil due to release of Mn and Fe and dissolution of calcium carbonate in calcareous soil by carbonic acid and solubilization. Water depth. It is also one of the important constant. Low-lying area usually flooded to the deep end of about 50 centimeters, shallow, rain-fed, lowland, and medium depth. Water depth is associated with essentially low reduction potential and low phosphorus availability in deep water from 50 to 100 centimeter water depth. Rice plant may survive up to the 10 to 15 days in submergence. Poor aeration due to water logging, a part of soil air moves out into atmosphere. Supply of oxygen in such soil is very poor, very low, which adversely affect the plant growth as accumulation of the carbon dioxide. Poor aeration result in the development of toxin. Only rice crop survive in the poor aeration due to the waterlogging. Soil structure, continuous water stagnation destroy the soil structure and make the soil compact. Soil temperature, waterlogging lower down the soil temperature, moist and have greater specific heal than dry soil. Low temperature affect the microorganism activity, resulting in the low nitrogen fixation. Now, availability of nutrient nitrogen deficiency is more common in a waterlogged soil due to low temperature and reduce the condition of mineralization of organic nitrogen. So there is a very less mineralization of nitrogen in the uh, waterlogged soil. The phosphorus, the inorganic form are usually present in higher level in flooded soils than upland soil. By flooding, phosphorus absorption reduced by 80 to 70%. Potassium, this response is quite apparent in lowland soils. Flooding and puddling of lowland increases the K considerably. K also helps to displacement of iron and manganese in the soil solution. Sulfur deficiency is reported in waterlogged soils. Reduction of sulfate in flooded soils has three implications for rice culture. One is supply may be become insufficient, zinc and Cu may be immobilized, and H2S toxicity may arise, particularly in low Fe and Mn soils. Zinc spread deficiency of zinc is reported in the wetland condition. It is the most frequent in alkaline soils. Iron and manganese, they are present in excess amount and cause the toxicity of Mn and iron in the plant. Salinity is an important constant to rice performance in the coastal lowland area, as well as some poor drained soils in lowland area. Effect on crop: under waterlogging condition, all the field crops can survive due to a poor aeration and unavailable of the nutrition to the plant, excluding rice. Now, management of waterlogging and flooded soils. First is land leveling. To remove excess water by runoff, this leveling must be done. Now the drainage system should be very good. If you are making the arrangement of the surface and subsurface drainage in the soil, then water can be run off very easily from the field, and drainage can be managed judiciously. Controlled irrigation. The excess use of water in the irrigation result in water logging area in the field. To check the seepage of the canal and irrigation channel, it is also very big problem near the canal area. Due to seepage, there is already deposition or accumulation of water near the land of the canal area. So it is also chances of making the soil into turning the soil into the sodic soils or saline alkali soils. Eroded control, flood control measures. This is construction of bunds may check water flow from the river in the cultivable land, and the plantation trees mostly in this absorption of water should be more by the plant. That species should be selected in these activity in this specimen species. This bear, bale, eucalyptus, and this subabul is also very good plant which can absorb the water and they transpirate in a very sufficient amount. Trees thus flower, this lowering the groundwater tables. Now selection of crops and their proper varieties. Certain crops like rice, butternut, jute and sesquenia and can tolerate water logging up to some extent. In such condition, lowland deep water varieties of rice can tolerate water logging. So in this table I have given some varieties which are very ये resist for the deep water rice. Deep water rice, mostly the variety Chakia 59, Jalmag, Jalnidhi, Madhukar, Janki, Sudha, and Jalpriya. You can take it this variety. These are the water tolerance variety. Now shallow water tolerance variety mostly for water nut Singhara के लिए BR13 and this Janki rice के लिए. And this water table near the surface and their rice, you can use Masuri, Jalsri, Sita, Kanak and Sujata. And for sugar cane of BO3, BO29 and Jowar T85, Bajra T55. और जूट mostly JRC 212, GR632. They are water tolerance varieties of different crops. Now management of the flooded at this waterlogged soil. First is nutrient management in water. First is nutrient management in waterlogged soil. So there should be deep placement of the fertilizer, nitrogen, phosphorus, potash. You must use the fertilizer as a deep placement, and it should be used in flooding area before the flood comes. You prepare this field and cultivate it, and after that you add the fertilizer in deep placement. That will be more beneficial. Now slow release of nitrogen fertilizer, mostly neem cake and slow this lag coated urea, super granular urea. These are the slow release fertilizer. There is a very little chances of the leaching losses from the nitrogen. Now use of nitrification emitter, just like neem and neem cake, neem extract, you can use to check the leaching losses of the nitrogen. And this urease inhibitor, this is PPD, phenyl, phospho, ODC-metanide. This is a inhibitor which is available in the market. You can use to control the urease as a urease inhibitor. Use of ammonium sulfate fertilizer. Mostly you use the ammonium fertilizer because the rice is one of the important crop which is taken in this condition, and mostly this rice plant take the nitrogen in ammonical form, not the nitrate form. Now top dressing of urea and zinc sulfate. If there is any deficiency of nitrogen and sulfate, you can do the 2% urea top dressing and 0.5% top dressing, ये foliar application of the zinc sulfate. Conclusion: in India, about 6 million hectares of waterlogged soils are existing, which are quite problematic to handle. Waterlogged or flooded soil are oversaturated with water due to natural occurrence, microbial transformation of elements, and anaerobic condition play a role by biological chemical cycling of nutrients. The waterlogged flooded soil may be managed by leveling of this land during controlled irrigation, to check the seepage in canal irrigated area, flood control measures, agroforestry, selection of flood tolerance crops, and sowing on the ridges. By the adoption of better management practices, these soils may be managed and bring under cultivation. In the last, students could be quite competent to know the reclamation and management practices of waterlogged flooded soils. The students will translate the same to increase the production of crops in the region under waterlogged and flooded soil. I have given some references. You can go through these references. You can get the information. Though I have already given the very sufficient information in the form of PPT, you can use it. Now your webinar will be on tomorrow from 3:30 to 4:30. Please come with you go through the video and PPT and this make in your mind to ask some questions. You come with the question. There should be 10 minutes for the interaction. So interaction is must. There should not be unilateral. There should be bilateral. So students should also participate in the debate or lecture. So I can judge that the students are taking interest. Thank you very much.